Welcome back to the Writer's Room. We're getting so excited for our book proposal masterclass, which is coming up. All the details are here in the email. And I want to get us started today with a little bit of a jump start. Hopefully you can attend the masterclass live. It's going to be a double feature. We're going to go live for 2 hours to really get into what is the book proposal? When do you need one? What are the components? How do you rock it so that an agent and a publisher just can't help but say yes to publishing your book and representing you. So we're going to get into that in the masterclass, but I want to give you a little bit today to get us started. For those of you, I know they've been asking for this and waiting and saying, I want this, waiting for the last few weeks. We are really excited to bring you a little bit of the first steps and the sneak preview. So again, I'm going to go into everything in depth in the masterclass, but what I want to share today is just the quick, what is a book proposal? When do you need it? Why do you need it? And then what is like the very first section that you can start working on? So you can get a little jump start and be head of the class. And remember, if you haven't gotten your ticket, this is your last window of time to get to come to our fall retreat, October 6th through 8th, happening live in Chicago. If you need to attend virtually because you can't come to Chicago, there is that option as well. But please do come live if you can, because that's where I'll be getting to do all the interactive pieces. And we have so many surprises and wonderful, juicy gifts and things for you. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, instead of $500, you can come for $97. Information is here in the email as well. And I know so many of you are already coming and I'm so excited. We are full on in preparation to make that our most extraordinary retreat ever. So that's that, but let's get to book proposals, because if you start working, if you're going to need a book proposal, you're going to do one, you can get started on it now and then come to the retreat to find out all the other steps to get your thought leadership and your movement that you start with your book out into the world. So what is a book proposal? A book proposal is basically, I think of it as a business plan for your book. Just like if you've started a business ever or heard about business plans, you create an executive summary and you do a competitive analysis and you talk about the finances. And it's a little bit like that for a book. You are going to be really letting first agents likely and then publishers know all about this book, why it's important, why you're the one to write it, what you're going to do to market it, all kinds of stuff. Again, I'm going to cover everything at the masterclass. For now, I want to just explain, sort of get a sense, like, because people think, well, when do I need one? If you are writing a nonfiction book, whether that's a memoir, personal growth, inspirational, expert, thought leader book, self-help, any of those categories of nonfiction. If you are writing an industry expertise book, if you're writing one of those types of books and you want to get a traditional book deal, a traditional book contract and an agent, that is when you will likely be asked to do a book proposal. So the book proposal is what you use as you pitch agents. You'll query them and they'll hopefully request your book proposal, and then your agent will maybe work with you on the proposal a bit more and then go out and shop your book to publishers. So I just want to let if you're writing a book you intend to self-publish or hybrid publish, you don't need to do this big task. If you are writing a novel, you do not need to do this task. You'll do a query letter and a synopsis, and that's what you'll pitch, and some sample chapters, okay? Or the whole, if you're a new writer, they'll ask for the whole manuscript for novels. So again, I'm going to cover at the masterclass, do you write the whole book and do a book proposal? I'll answer all those questions and do some live coaching. But for now, again, book proposals are done when you have a nonfiction book that you want to pitch to agents and get a traditional publishing deal. It is almost as much work as writing the book. I just want to not sugarcoat it, okay? It's a big task, but the good news is that it's going to make the writing of your book, if you haven't written it yet, so much easier, because you'll be doing so much thought ahead of time. And if you've already written your book, it's going to help you really be able to articulate the way that you would need to get an agent and a book deal anyway. So it's all for good. It's all going to serve you. And by using the masterclass, my hope is that it'll even be kind of fun and easy. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And so we now know what a book proposal is. It's a document, like a business plan for the book, that's used to acquire an agent and then a traditional publisher. And when you use it is if you're writing a nonfiction book that you want to go down that route. You can, though, for any of you who intend to self-publish or hybrid publish, you may want to do some pieces of this just for yourself to become more empowered in talking about your book, getting ready to market your book. So it's a cool exercise to do parts of, at least, no matter what. What we're going to focus on for Writer's Room today is simply part one, which is the overview. The overview can be between 2 and, I don't know, I've seen as long as like 14 pages. I tend to err on the lower side, 5, 6, 7, 3 to 7. And the overview is really accomplishing a couple key things. The first is that what you're really looking for is you're going to try to get across 4 key things in the overview: what the book is about, why you are the perfect person to write this book, who will buy the book, that's your ideal reader, and why it's urgent, like why now, right? And how you're going to convey the message. So it's the what, why, who, how, what it's about, why you're the perfect person to write it and why it needs to be written now, who your audience is going to read this book and love it, and how you're going. Like, is it a memoir? Is it self-help? Is it case studies? Is it, that's really, like, we can keep it that simple in your overview. And you want, again, I'll get into this much more in our class, but you want it to be the same tone. If you're writing a funny memoir, be funny in the proposal. Swear if you're going to swear like a sailor in the book, right? So that was such a cliched, horrible simile, by the way. I'm never going to say that again. I hope. That's like a, we should have one of those Family Feud X's that come up and the writers are like bad, cliched simile, flag on the play. All right. So you're really looking at doing these 4 components. I'm going to review them one more time, and then you can, of course, write them down. You are the person already that knows these questions. What the book's about, you just get them excited. Why you're the perfect person to write it and why it needs to be written now. Like, what's happening in the world that makes your topic really timely and relevant. Who will buy it? That's your audience. And how you're going to convey. What kind of book is it? Humorous? Is it, are you going to teach people things? Is it narrative, like a memoir? And that's it. Okay. That's the overview. And I'm going to be showing examples at the masterclass. So you don't need to, if you're already in our community, you don't need to sign up. The masterclass is free. You'll just be getting the Zoom links and you'll join us for our date when we're going to be together live. It will be recorded if you can't come live, but if you can come live, you'll be able to ask me questions and I'll do some love seat coaching. Oh, so let's take a breath. I want to give you a huge round of applause for even thinking about this. And by the way, if you're going to self-publish or hybrid publish, still come to the masterclass, because like I said, this will actually help you with promoting your book. Writing the book proposal just makes you a better marketer of your book. So I'm really excited to be with you all soon. I'm sending you lots of love. Sign up, get your ticket for the retreat so you can come for a 1/4 of the price, and just be on the lookout for that link for our book proposal masterclass. See you soon.